You are fearless. You actually already are fearless. It's just an idea in your mind that makes you think that you're in danger. If you don't think you're in danger, then you're not. And this is not denial. This is not dangerous, because actually the opposite, you are more present. You're just not adding interpretation information in your head that will alienate you from the direct experience. You're relaxing into the experience. You're responding better to any circumstance. So you're actually less in danger than ever. So thinking about something that makes you feel threatened is a great mistake. That makes you feel fear. You may feel challenged by things, and that can be even beautiful, but we're talking about fear here. Remember what fear is. And when you're running out of a threat, a physical threat, you will say, that is fear. That is real fear. Well, that is just chemistry in your body. That's just adrenaline. It's the same adrenaline that you get in Christmas morning. Or whenever something fantastic, if you win the lottery, rah, that's the same adrenaline as avoiding physical death. It's the same, exactly the same adrenaline. It's just adrenaline. The whole point is how you interpret it. Your body have a survival thing, that's okay. It just run on its own software. You don't need to worry about it. You don't even need to have fear. You don't even need to understand the experience as something to be feared. Come on, think of all these people who risk their lives in dangerous sports. They have a different perspective of what is dangerous. And I'm definitely not suggesting you to try that out. I'm suggesting you the deep fears. This is actually what I'm trying to go for in here. These silent, invisible fears that are preventing you from doing a lot of things you actually want to do and pursue a lot of things you want to experience. Just consider for a second, what would you do if you wouldn't have fear? How will it change your life? Just recognize that we're talking about something you really want. What's the point of living with fear? So where does fear come from? Fear comes from invisible patterns of thought that we don't know at the moment where they come from. We just react to them. Oh, I'm afraid of this. This may happen. And there is fear of death. There is fear of loss. But all that without needing to think that it will never happen, or there is life after death, or even without thinking anything positive to compensate that negative structure. Just by not thinking the negative structure, peace already appears in your experience. So it's not about cultivating strength and courage. It's about letting go of wrong ideas. And I say wrong because that's what causes the fear. It's like a collapse in your nervous system. Just going to some sort of shock, right? In a low level, this is stress. So if you feel stress, you know what I'm talking about. There's this sensation in your body that is telling you your body thinks you're in danger. So all this is just thoughts. And you may say, okay, fine, I understand. What should I do to stop my thoughts? First thing I would say, absolutely meditate. Learn to relax every inch of your body. Relax it. You cannot have fear if you fully relax every muscle in your body. Let me repeat that. You cannot have fear. You cannot experience fear, the fear we fear, if the muscles in your body are relaxed. And you do have control over that. You may say, I don't have control over these unconscious patterns that come to me, my fear of death, and all that. Oh yeah, that sounds complicated and profound. No, I'm talking about direct experience. Learn to relax your body. Do it now. The more you release the tension in your body, the less fear you have, the more free you are. And it's not that you cannot be active, but that is just dynamic tension, and it resolves on itself as you move and as you do. The same thing goes for psychological fear. You can, by means of meditating, which means the same way that you relax your body, you can relax your attention, your concentration on certain things. You can relax that grip. We have this unconscious grip, but it's only unconscious until you make it conscious. So by meditating, let's say, take an object and try to stay there. Your mind is going to jump into this default set of distraction, but that's exactly where the job is. Relax that and go back to an object. If you pursue into that, you're going to be making a video like this. And you're going to be sharing that empowering idea that you don't have to live a life of fear. And it's not about convincing yourself of any thought or belief or any ideal. You just have to trust, relax, be present, be responsive consciously to everything that happens to you. But most importantly, be aware of what your mind is doing. That's where the problem is. And if an experience of excitement comes, that's adrenaline. Many people enjoy adrenaline. It doesn't need to be experienced as fear. And you may probably come with a lot of questions. Please do write them in the comments if you want to. Although you can imagine this topic is very profound. I'm trying my best to bring a huge idea in a few minutes in a video. So consider that you can live fearless, completely you. Not other person with other personality, you. Don't judge yourself as someone who has to live in fear. Just because you did it till now doesn't mean that you have to. And the way to do it is, again, master your body, relax it. You can do sports, you can do yoga, you can things like that. That's okay. But practice profound relaxation, every single muscle of your body, all the time. And you will drain the energy of fear in you. The permanent, how you call it? The average amount of energy for fear, for feeling that emotion. You will drain it if you would just relax your body all the time. But you will still probably linger with some deep fears, existential fears. And that once you do it by completely relaxing your mind. And the moment that you can keep your mind completely relaxed to the point that it becomes translucid and still, at that point, you know there is no fear.